Hey y'all, welcome back to Nini's Texas Kitchen. Today we're going to make something simple and yummy called apple crisp. So what you're going to need for this recipe is, for the filling, you need 3 large apples or 4 small apples that you peel and then you core them and cut them up into small thin pieces like this. And then what I did was I put like 3 tablespoons of lemon juice on them and tossed them in there so they wouldn't turn brown while I got all my rest of my stuff ready. Then the other part that you're going to need is 1.5 cups of sugar. You need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 4 tablespoons of flour, and that's for the filling part. I have a 9 by 9 inch square pan that I have sprayed with nonstick spray so that when I bake it, it won't stick real bad to the inside. And then I have my oven heating up to 350 degrees. For the topping, which is the crumble crisp part, you need 1/2 cup of butter. So I took 1 stick and I just chopped it up into pieces, and chilled is good. And then 1/2 cup of shortening. And then you need 2.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So the first part that we're going to do is the filling. So you take your chopped up apples that you have here, and then you go ahead and put your sugar in. You can add your flour and your cinnamon, like so. Then you just want to stir all that in real good. It can get kind of messy, but that's okay. Just want to make sure that all of that stuff gets evenly dispersed and coats all of your apples real good. So the stuff that falls through at the bottom, you can just grab it with your spoon and kind of fold it back up to toss, coating all your apples. So, it's like so, and they're all coated and everything, and then when you bake them, they'll make their own thick, bubbly, sweet juice that'll be on the bottom part. So now I've got that done. I just want to take it and I'm going to put it inside my baking dish. Like so. And then just sort of push it evenly into all the sections. Now you can use other fruits for this recipe too. You could use pitted cherries. If you do that, you need to use 4 cups of pitted cherries, or you could use blackberries, mixed berries. That's up to you, but it's good with apples. I like to do it with pretty much any kind of fruit that's nice and sweet. And now we'll make our crumble. So first thing I have is my butter and shortening in here. I'm going to add my salt into my flour, like so. And I'm going to add my flour into my food processor. And you can do this with a pastry cutter. I like to use my food processor because it saves my wrist. And I'm going to crumble this up first, and then I will add my sugar and crumble it up again. And I just sort of pulse it like so, and get it all crumbly in there. You can see it's crumbling up. Now we'll add in our sugar. Just keep going with it. My oven just finished heating. You might have to push your sugar down in there so that it can get mixed in. No big deal. Just mix it, mix it, mix it. Till it gets in there good. In case I need that again. Now it's going. You can see it starting to mix in. All right, so now what we'll do is I'm going to take this big bowl here and I'm going to put it in there. And then I'll just crumble it up good with my hands. And then we crumble it around on the top. You just want to get it, it's messy, but it's easy to clean up. And you might not need all of this when you do that. So if you find that it's too much, you can always just make a larger pan, or, you know, make more apples, do more apples or whatever, so you have more. And then you just want to take it and crumble it all across the top, like so. You want to make sure you get plenty of the crisp topping on, because it's so good after it bakes. It'll try to stick together, so just uncrumble it. And then some of the apple filling will bubble up through it, and it'll smell delicious and look so appetizing that you can't stand it. You'll want it right away. And then that's good enough. I don't think I need the last little bit. So now my oven's preheated. I'm going to stick it in there and we're going to bake it for about 45 to 50 minutes until it's nice and golden brown and we see the filling bubbling up through the crumble topping. So we'll be back whenever it's ready. Okay, y'all, our apple crisp is ready. And as you can see, it came out of the oven and it's got all the nice golden brown crumble topping. You can see on the sides the apples down in there. It's going to be delicious. It's piping hot right now. So if you make this, I recommend allowing it to cool for a little while. And then if you want to eat it with like a dollop of vanilla ice cream or something, it's delicious that way. It's delicious by itself, but it is good with some ice cream or some like vanilla pudding on the side. It's really, really good. And as you see, it was simple and really easy. So if you like my video making homemade apple crisp, please leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Go back and watch some of my other videos, or all of them. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see y'all next time in Nini's Texas Kitchen.